Hey everybody, welcome back to Hood's Custom Shop. So guys, today I just want to show you a little bit of what I got going on, some of the changes I've made with the bus build and everything. Just thought I'd put something out there for y'all. So yeah, I've been living in the bus. It's getting a little cluttered in here. I cannot wait until I have that bed out from up there and have it back here. But check out what I've got done. All right, here's my lumber. And right now we're working on framing in the water tank so that the sidewall right here will have support, because when I fill it up with water, it bulges out and I don't want it bulging out. So I'm using the Kreg pocket hole screws to do all this stuff right here. We got the water fill port installed in the side of the bus so we can fill up the tank. I did a little bit of different plumbing here. I didn't have to get any extra parts. I just moved that T from up here to down there and moved that elbow, the 90 degree right here. I've moved it off of the hot water side right there and just bowed the PEX piping in there. That's one really nice thing about the PEX is you don't always have to use 90s and stuff like that. You can actually bend that. But you do kind of want to secure it so it's not flopping around and going down the road, because eventually that could create a leak. But anyways, probably one of the most used tools that I have bought and used on this this bus build is the Kreg pocket hole jig. Just drilling those out and using it for all this kind of stuff like this right here, like putting this dunnage stuff right here in, screwing that down to the floor. And even using the Kreg screws, this thinner sheet metal right here, you can actually go through wood like this directly into that sheet metal and fasten it. I do have some bolts run in there. We use the riv nuts. They're 3/8 18 rivet nuts on the back side. Just riveted those into the sheet metal of the bus right here where the pillars are. That way we got a good solid foundation. And that right there is actually where my bed is going to be mounted. We're going to mount the hinges into that piece of wood right there. It's an actual store-bought 2x6 right there. Now, this wood right here is actually about a 1/2 inch shorter. It's only 5 inches tall this way, and it's 1 3/8, so it's a little bit smaller. These right here, these shorter ones, will be running this way, and the longer ones, of course, running this way. Now, what I'm going to be doing a little bit different, or, well, you guys probably didn't know it's any different or anything, but for me, it's different. All right, so I've been looking at this right here where I have this emergency escape hatch right here. That's a really good way for me to get up there on the roof and stuff. I will have a rooftop deck back here on the back. It's not probably going to be very big unless I actually extend it off the back end about 4 feet. But I'm kind of thinking it will pretty well start right here. Well, we might actually go around it and extend it up here towards the front just a few feet. I don't know. It kind of depends on the wood that I have for putting decking up there and everything. I'll figure all that out when I get to it. But I would like to be able to get up there from inside the bus, from back here. So the bed frame, the top of the bed is going to be fairly high right here. So what I'm thinking is actually leave a little space right here and just kind of have a platform that I can stand on, and then we will build some steps into the wall. It'll be integrated into the wall. We will put some trim over top of this plywood right here to cover all that up, but we're going to have some steps sticking out, and we'll be able to come out 5 inches from this right here, which will, I think, be like a total of 8 inches or 8.5 inches from this wall coming out here. And then we're going to have a 1/2 inch from that will be where the mattress is, so that the mattress can still lift up. And the other plus to that is I can actually build some storage recessed into this wall right here, for putting my glasses or whatnot, my wallet, keys, stuff like that, whenever I'm back here sleeping or whatever. I think that'd be super handy. And that's another reason why I moved the plumbing. I had a T right here, and if you remember right, that PEX was coming up, going through the wall right here through this hole, and then down like that, just a nice gentle bend. And I was like, man, there's got to be a way that I can do that different And so I sit here for about 30 minutes just staring at it and trying to figure out how I could do it different and not have to go into town and buy any more fittings, because I can't do it. If you don't have the money to go get something, that's kind of one of the best ways to build a bus, is when you don't have any money, you figure out different ways to do it. You figure out how to do it on the cheap. And so yeah, that's one thing that I've been doing, is just everything about this build is, you know, not really having the funds to go get things. And so I got to figure out a different way, right? And so by doing so, I don't have this plumbing running up there, and that's going to help me out in the long run to have storage built into that wall up on this upper part right here. And it will also be able to stick out a little bit. But having a stair or stair steps built into this wall right here, and then we're going to have a little bit of a staircase right here going down to the floor. It'll be at a slight angle. At least that's the plan for right now. I think that's going to be super awesome. I'm probably going to use some black walnut for that to make those stair steps. So I think that's going to be a nice little feature to the bus. But anyways, this is coming together pretty quick. I have not been recording today. So this is about what you're going to get on watching me build this right here. Is you're not going to actually watch me build this. I am not recording this. It's pretty simple, straightforward stuff. And I think when I'm done and I kind of show you guys what I did, you'll kind of get it. You don't necessarily need to watch me actually do all the, you know, drilling pocket holes in the boards and all that kind of stuff and cutting them to length and everything. You'll be able to see it when it's done. And yeah, I think that'll be just as interesting. So anyways, this is how far I've gotten right here, just kind of getting this dunnage or whatever you want to call it, the blocking, screwed down to the floor. It does not actually go to the steel. It doesn't go through the steel floor. It just goes down through the plywood, and, you know, the flooring and the plywood, and into the insulation down below. And so I am using those longer screws, but they're not reaching to the steel, and that's fine. We just need something to help keep the tank from trying to scoot around, and that will work just fine. A lot of people don't even put anything around their tank, like I'm going to be putting. Well, I'll show you right here. These boards are going to be like this, and this right here will actually be something like that right there. I'm thinking probably one up like that, and then another one like this right here. All right, so we'll have two right there holding that in. But yeah, we're going to have enough room back here for the fuel tank. I siphoned some diesel out of my bus diesel tank the other day. All right, the bed frame is actually going to come out. Where was it? Right here, right about here, 75 inches, right where that screw is. So that should give me plenty of room for sliding that fuel tank underneath the bed right there. Shouldn't be any issue or anything. The only problem is filling this thing up is going to be a little tight, I think. I'll have to use a funnel all the time to fill that up. So it is what it is. When it comes right down to it, it's inch for inch. I mean, you're fighting for every inch you can get on to do this or to do that in a bus. It doesn't matter how long that bus is. You have to try to conserve space and use up every little inch you got, and just be creative. And another thing is, you probably, if you're building a bus, you should probably live in it. That's how I have found, figured out a lot of things, what I like and what I don't like about my ideas and stuff in building the bus, what works and what doesn't work. All right. So yeah, this right here, I was actually getting ready to put the bed frame in without the fill port right here for the water. And if I had done that, I would have had a whole lot more stuff to deal with. I would have had to actually take the bed frame out to get that hole cut through the wall. Because of the way I had to do it, I had to use a pair of tin snips, a drill, and a jigsaw. So if I just had a 3-inch diameter hole saw, it would have worked great. But I don't have a 3-inch diameter hole saw, and those are kind of expensive, and I don't have the money to go get one, so I had to use the tools that I had, just using what I got to make it happen. And there you go. This is where we're at right now. We'll probably do another short video later on, kind of showing everything after I get the bed in here. But whew, I'm hitting it today, trying to get as much done as possible, and thought I'd give you guys a little update. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.